Alright, I'm going to do a pre-trip now. I'm going to try and make this quick, but here we go. First thing pre-trip you want to do in our trucks, make sure the master switch is on, make sure your headlights are on, and your hazards are on. Alright, take the key out of the ignition. We don't want nobody starting it or taking off with the vehicle. Alright, we're going to walk to the front of our vehicle. Alright, first thing we want to do, we want to look underneath. Alright, we see no leaks or puddles indicating anything's leaking. It's level, it's not leaning left or right. If it wasn't level, that'd be meaning there's something wrong with the suspension, flat tire, uneven load. And I see nothing hanging or dragging underneath the vehicle. Alright, I'm going to walk up to our vehicle now. Up above are our clearance lights. They're not cracked, bent, broken, and they're secured to the vehicle. They are of proper color and proper working order. Alright, coming down from there, we have our windshield. Our windshields, they're two separate ones, one there and one there. They are not cracked, bent, broken, secured to the vehicle. Alright, now our windshield wipers. Grab them if you can. They're not cracked, bent, broken, and they are secured to the vehicle. Our hood. Our hood is not cracked, bent, broken, secured to the vehicle. Alright, as I'm coming down, I'm going to check my blind spot mirrors. My blind spot mirrors are not cracked, bent, broken, secured to the vehicle, and they're clear enough to see. They're clean. Alright, the grill is not cracked, bent, broken, secured to the vehicle. My headlights, you see I'm grabbing both of them, I'm checking, making sure that they're not cracked, bent, broken, secured to the vehicle, proper color, proper working order. Alright, our bumper's not cracked, bent, broken, secured to the vehicle. I got a license plate here. The license plate is not cracked, bent, broken, secured to the vehicle. I got license plate tag, it's properly dated. Alright, now I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to pop the hood. You could also mention when you're popping the hood that the latches are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. Alright, I've got the hood popped. So, we're going to go over to the passenger side. There's a couple things we want to mention. Windshield washer reservoir. Filled to the proper level, not cracked, bent, broken, secured to the vehicle. Also, there's no leaks on it. Our cap. It's not cracked, bent, broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking as well. Alright, over here we got our radiator hose. Our radiator hose is not cracked, bent, broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. Alright, we got an alternator right here. It's got the little coils inside to generate electricity. Alright, our alternator is not cracked, bent, broken, secured to the vehicle, it's belt driven, and we're going to check the belt. Well, the belt's not cut, ripped, or frayed at all. It's in good working condition, no more than 3/4 inch of play. Alright. Now, we're going to go over to the driver's side. Alright, our coolant reservoir. It's not cracked, bent, broken, secured to the vehicle, filled to the proper level, not leaking. Both our caps are not cracked, bent, broken, secured to the vehicle. We got our oil fill neck and our oil cap. Our oil fill neck is not cracked, bent, broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. Our oil cap is not cracked, bent, broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. Our dipstick. Well, I've only got one hand to work with right here, so our dipstick is not cracked, bent, broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. If I pull it out and wipe it off, and stick it back in, pull it out, it'll show us our level of our oil. Alright, back there I'm going to mention two things that we can see. We got our gear driven air compressor. It is not cracked, bent, broken, secured to the vehicle, no audible air leaks. Alright, then we have a transmission even farther back. The transmission is not cracked, bent, broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. And if we want to check the fluid level on the transmission, there's a sight glass on the side of it, kind of like this. All right, it'll show us our fluid level. All right, so, and we know our transmission's not leaking, because if it was, of course, we'd see it. All right, coming in from there, I like to do my air hoses. Sometimes they have electrical wrapped in here, so if there's electrical, make sure you mention electrical. But this one, only air hoses right here on this one. Our air hoses are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, no audible air leaks. Fuse box. Our fuse box is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. Alright. Now we're gonna go over here. We got our fuel filter. Fuel filter. It's not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. Our cap is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. The fuel lines going to it are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. Our water pump here, it's not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking, along with the hoses going to it. The hoses are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. Our water pump is belt driven. Alright. The belt looks to be in good condition, not frayed, cut, or torn. The belt itself, there is no more than 3/4 inch of play. Alright, continuing on. We've got our power steering reservoir. Power steering reservoir is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. Filled to the proper level. The caps to it are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. Alright. We got a hose going down to the steering gearbox from it. The hose itself is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. Alright, right here's the steering linkage. Alright. Some people want to know how much play there is. If they want to know, our steering linkage is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, no more than 1 inch of play. Alright. Going down, the steering linkage, as you can see, connects. You go down, steering linkage connects into the gearbox. Gearbox is right here. It's called the steering gearbox. It is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, and no leaks, because there's fluid that goes to it. This is called the pitman arm. Our pitman arm is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. Then we have a drag link. Alright. Our drag link is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. Then we have, I'm going to shut that alarm off, so 1 second. There we go. I shut the alarm off so you don't have to hear that. But pitman arm, drag link, yada yada yada. Continuing on, we got our castle nut and our cotter pin that goes inside of it. As you can see, the castle nut and cotter pin are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. We have 2 castle nuts and cotter pins. There's 1 cotter pin and castle nut, and there's the other one right there. Alright, moving on. I'm going to start with the leaf spring mount. Some people call it a leaf spring hanger, but our leaf spring mount is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. Then we have a leaf spring right here. It is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. Then we got 2 U-bolts. Our U-bolts are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. Shock absorber right here. That's the shock absorber. Our shock absorber is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. Alright, because that shock absorber does have fluid in it. Alright, and since we mentioned the leaf spring hanger up here, might as well mention the one way back there. You see that one? Alright, the leaf spring hanger is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. Alright, so moving into our brakes. There's a service brake. We know that because there's only one airline going to it. Alright. Service brake is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. No audible air leaks. Alright, the hose that goes to it is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, no audible air leaks. Okay, right here, this is called the push rod. Right here, that's called the slack adjuster. Our push rod and slack adjuster are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. Alright, moving on. Okay, this is called the dust cover. Alright, dust cover has an inspection hole. We can stick our finger in there. See that? Alright, the reason we stick our finger in the inspection hole is to feel the brake shoe. We gotta make sure the brake shoe has more than 1/4 inch of pad on there. Alright, and if you look farther in, this thing right here, that's called the brake drum. Alright, the brake drum is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. Alright, moving in from there, this is the inside rim of our wheel. This rim here, the inside rim, is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. No illegal welds. Alright, I'm going to make this little one a little bit shorter. Our inside and outside tire wall, sidewall. The inside and outside, we're going to check it out. Alright, I want you to remember ABC on our inside and outside tire wall. There are no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. Alright. Every time you check a tire too, I want you to kick it. We're checking for inflation. It's properly inflated. We're going to look up top. We're going to check our tread. Alright, our tread. It's evenly worn. Evenly worn. Alright, I see no abrasions, bulges, or cuts on the tread. And it's a steer tire. It's a very front tire. It needs at least 430 seconds of tread. All the rest of the tires, at least 230 seconds of tread. Alright, tire's done. Our rim, outside rim here. Alright, we're going to look at it real quick. Alright, so, outside rim, it's not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. No illegal welds. Alright, when you check this rim out, I want you to look. So we're looking for illegal welds. Oh, wait, there's a valve stem right here. So, we'll mention the valve stem, because it's really easy to forget. The valve stem here is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, no audible air leaks, and it's got a metal cap. Needs a metal cap on there. Alright, moving on from there. We got our lug nuts. When you check out these lug nuts, you must touch and try and tighten every single one with your hands. Alright, because you're checking, making sure they're all tight. So, I've done that. All the lug nuts are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. I see no rust streaks or rust lines coming from it, or shiny threads indicating that they would be loose or coming loose. Alright? Now moving in. This is our oil hub. Alright. And you can check, make sure that all the bolts for the oil hub are nice and tight. Alright, they are. Our oil hub is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. Alright. Because of course if it was leaking we would see that. But we got a sight glass right here. Alright, I wonder if you can see the fluid in there with the camera. You kinda can right there. Alright, anyways, this is a sight glass. We can check the oil level. Alright, if the oil level was low, we could fill it up. You just pop this seal off, put some in there, put the seal back on. Alright, now we're gonna move on. We have a marker light on this side. It's not cracked and broken, secured to vehicle, proper color, proper working order. Now, from the marker light, we're going to move on to the door. I like to say the door right away. My door is not cracked and broken, and it's secured to the vehicle. Alright. My window. My window is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. My mirror. My mirror is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, and clean. You can see right through it. Alright. Right here, our door handle is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. And the latches and works properly. I'm going to look at the inside door seal. So the cab weather stripping or door seal is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. Now, the weather stripping or door seal here is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle as well. Alright, we're going to check the hinges. Our hinges are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. You have to check for play, so I want you to lift up on the door. So I'm lifting up on the door. There's no play. They're nice and secure. Alright, moving on from there. We got a DEF tank here. DEF tank. Alright, our DEF tank is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. Along with the lines. Those lines are not leaking as well. They're not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. We got a DEF cap here. Our DEF cap is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. Alright, our diesel fuel tank. Our diesel fuel tank is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. Along with the lines. They are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, and not leaking. Our caps our cap is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. And then we got the diesel fuel straps, the tank straps, and then the DEF tank strap. Our straps are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. All right, we got 2 steps here, as you can see, one there and one down there. Our steps are not cracked and broken. They are definitely secured to the vehicle, and it's clear of any debris. No debris on there. If there's debris on there, we could slip, fall, hurt ourselves. Don't want that. Up there, those little lines, there and up there, and over there, those are reflectors. Our reflectors are not cracked and broken. They are secured to the vehicle. Now we've got 2 rear windshields or windows. The glass is not cracked and broken, and it is secured to the vehicle. All right, this big metal piece here is called our A-frame. Our A-frame mounts the exhaust, as you can see, the air lines and the electrical lines. All right, our A-frame is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. All right, so we come down. Our air lines. I'm gonna check my air lines out all the way. All right, our air lines here are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. No audible air leak because it is running air. All right, we got electrical here. Our electrical is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. No exposed wires. All right, and if anybody's wondering, these are called pigtails. All right, they're nice and secure. They're not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. All right, our air and electrical is, as you can see, wrapped together and is suspended above the catwalk like it's supposed to be. All right, over here, that our air connects to our trailer with glad hands. Our glad hands are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. No audible air leaks. Our electrical is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. Pigtail is nice and tight in there. There's no exposed wires. All right, so as I mentioned before, our air and electrical is suspended above the catwalk. Our catwalk is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. We've got a drive shaft down here. Our drive shaft is a 3-piece drive shaft. All right, our drive shaft has 1 piece here and one under the catwalk here, and then one that connects from differential back there. It's a 3-piece drive shaft. So our drive shaft is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. All right, now right here, I want to mention our frame. Our frame is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. You could also mention the bolts if you want. Our bolts are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. All right, now if we get in here, you'll see our airbag here and our airbag here. Those operate our tag. This is our tag. This wheel off the ground is called our tag. All right, these airbags are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. No audible air leaks. All right, so since this is our tag, this is called our tag axle that connects to the tag. So this is our tag axle. Our tag axle is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. All right, we got another brake chamber here. So it's got 1 airline. That means it's a service brake. Our service brake chamber here is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. No audible air leaks. Our airline going to it is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. No audible air leaks. We got a push rod and slack adjuster here again. Every brake chamber, whether it's spring or service, will have a push rod and a slack adjuster. All right, push rod and slack adjuster not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. All right, unlike the other one, this one has no dust cover, so you can clearly see that we have more than 1/4 inch of brake pad on the shoe. All right, and then the brake drum right here. This is our drum, so you probably see that a lot better now. But our brake drum here is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. All right, and then you can see the inner rim. Our inner rim is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. No illegal welds. Now we check the inside sidewall and the outside sidewall. ABC. There are no abrasions, no bulges, no cuts. All right, and it's properly inflated. Remember, kick it, punch it, whatever. Make sure it's nice and tight. It's properly inflated. Our tread evenly worn. It's got to be more than 2 30-seconds, because the front's 4 30-seconds. Everything back is 2 30-seconds. More than 2 30-seconds of tread, evenly worn. No abrasions, bulges, or cuts. Properly inflated. All right, moving on to the rim. Our rim here. It's not cracked, been broken. Secured to the vehicle. No illegal welds. Oh, look at this. All right, that is a metal cap. All right, good. The valve stem. It's not cracked, been broken. Secured to the vehicle. No audible air leaks. It's got a metal cap. And hopefully I mentioned the rim is not cracked, been broken. Secured to the vehicle. No illegal welds. Then we got our lug nuts. Touch every single lug nut, man. Every single one. Make sure they're nice and tight. The lug nuts are not cracked, been broken. Secured to the vehicle. No shiny threads or rust streaks indicating that they're loose or coming loose. Okay, coming in there. We're going to check the nice bolts of this oil hub. All right, the oil hub bolts are nice and secure. Our oil hub is not cracked, been broken. Secured to the vehicle, not leaking. And as you can see, we got a sight glass right there. All right, our sight glass is how we check the oil fluid level. If we need to add some, pop the seal, put some in, but it's good to go right now. All right. We're going to move back. I'm going to skip this front drive tire because this whole system is the same as this system right here. But yet, I can show you this system better because it's a little bit more open than trying to crawl in between that fender and stuff. So, everything right here on the second drive tire is the same as this first drive tire. But you can see this one a little bit easier. So, this is where we're going to start. Alright. So, we got our leaf spring hanger here. It's not cracked, been broken. Secured to the vehicle. We got our leaf spring. It's not cracked, been broken. Secured to the vehicle. Alright, we got our 2 U-bolts there. They're not cracked, been broken. Secured to the vehicle. We've got a shock absorber here. It is not cracked, been broken. Secured to the vehicle. Not leaking. And then we got an airbag. Our airbag is not cracked, been broken. Secured to the vehicle. No audible air leaks. Okay, we got a dust cover on this one. Well, before I get to the dust cover, I'll mention this is our spring brake. We know it's a spring brake chamber because it has 2 air lines. Alright, spring brake chamber is not cracked, been broken. Secured to the vehicle. No audible air leaks. The hose is going to it, and the air line's going to it. They're not cracked, been broken. Secured to the vehicle. No audible air leaks. Every brake chamber has a push rod and slack adjuster, and if I go underneath here, I'm going to zoom in on the one opposite of us. You can see it, that thing with the little red tab, that's the push rod, and up above it, that's the slack adjuster right there. Alright, every brake chamber, whether serviced or spring, has a push rod and slack adjuster. The push rod and slack adjuster is not cracked, been broken. Secured to the vehicle. And I'm also going to mention, this is going to make it easier. The spring brakes are at the first drive tire all the way back. Alright? All the way back, even on the trailer. Service brakes are going to be on the tag tire and the front steer tires. Alright? So coming back, we mentioned the spring brake and the lines to it. Okay, back here. Okay, we got a dust cover here. Put our finger in there. More than a 1/4 inch of pad. There's our brake drum. Alright? This one sticks out a little bit farther. It's on our drive tire. Our brake drum's not cracked, been broken. Secured to the vehicle. Our inner rim. Our inner rim is not cracked, been broken. Secured to the vehicle. No illegal welds. And I've already gone through the tires with you, so I'm going to skip that part. Alright, so now we're going to talk about the fifth wheel. Alright, our fifth wheel. This is our fifth wheel mount. This is our fifth wheel plate, or fifth wheel skid plate, as you'd like to refer to. Up here, as you can see, that's our apron of our trailer. Alright, the apron holds the kingpin. The fifth wheel has the locking jaws inside it. This is our mount. We have a stationary mount. It does not slide back and forth. It is not adjustable. It is bolted into place. So, when we talk about our fifth wheel, we're going to mention this is my fifth wheel mount. It's bolted into place. The fifth wheel mount is not cracked, bent, broken. Secured to the vehicle. The bolts are not cracked, bent, broken. Secured to the vehicle. Alright. Fifth wheel plate is not cracked, bent, broken. Secured to the vehicle. Our apron is not cracked, bent, broken. Secured to the vehicle. We're going to look in between the apron and the fifth wheel plate to see any daylight, because you see daylight like that in between, that means we've got a gap. And if there's a gap in between the fifth wheel plate and the apron, that means the trailer is unsecure. All right, so see no daylight indicating a gap, meaning our trailer is secure. All right, so we're gonna look at our fifth wheel lock and release lever. It's pushed all the way in. That means it is in the locked position. If you pull it straight out, that means our fifth wheel is unlocked, but it's pushed in the locked position. Our fifth wheel lock and release lever is not cracked, bent, broken, it's secured to the vehicle. All right, so now we're gonna head to the back of the tractor here. All right, so we're in the back here. We zoom in. See that thing right up top there? That's our kingpin. Down below, those are locking jaws. Our kingpin is locked into place behind the locking jaws. All right? And we're checking the fifth wheel plate and apron again for any daylight. I see no daylight, indicating there's no gap. If there was a gap, we would see daylight in between it. And a gap would mean our trailer is unsecure. All right, so now we're gonna move on and check out our frame more. Frame and cross members, all right? Frame and cross members. Our frame and cross members look good. They're not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, no illegal welds. All right, we got a torque bar right here. This torque bar mounts from the top of the differential to the frame. Well, we got two differentials, that means we got two torque bars. As you can see, there's one right there. All right, our two torque bars are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. All right, moving on. We're going to mention our lights back here. Our lights are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, proper color, proper working order. All right, now our mud flaps. Our mud flaps are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. All right, moving on. So, we're going to move on to our trailer. So, front of our trailer is called the bulkhead. All right, I'm gonna look at the mesh. That's this netting stuff, the mesh. There's no cuts, rips, or holes. It's nice and secure. The straps are not cut, ripped, or torn. They're nice and secure too. Our bars are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. All right, now as we come down, I had mentioned my glad hands earlier and the pigtails. No exposed wires and electrical, no audible air leaks on the air. All right, the front. I'm gonna look at the frame of the front of the trailer. All right, so I'm looking at the front. It's not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, no illegal welds on the frame. Our lights. All right, lights are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, proper color, proper working order. All righty. So we're gonna come to the side of the trailer here. This side is the gate. It's the door of our trailer. All right. So we're gonna look at the mesh and the straps all the way down. Mesh and straps all the way down. Our mesh and straps, they're not cut, ripped, torn. They're secured to the trailer. All right. The door's closed by the fingers. The fingers will open it and close it. The fingers are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. All right, the fingers are operated by air actuator. Our air actuator is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, no audible air leaks because it's operated by air. Our lights, all the way down. Our lights are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, proper color, proper working order. Okay, this is called DOT tape right here. The DOT tape on the side of our trailer has to be at least 50%. This one, as you can see, there's more than 50%. So our DOT tape on the side of our trailer has to be at least 50%. All right. Over here, we got our cross members and our frame. Cross members and frame, all the way down, are not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle, no illegal welds. All right, now we'll be checking out our trailer as we walk down. All right, right here on our trailer is where our landing gear goes. Our landing gear mount is not cracked and broken, secured to the vehicle. And if we had landing gear, it'd be fully raised and locked into position. Continuing on to the rear of our trailer here, we're going to talk about the suspension. I'm just going to run through it real quick. Okay, I want you to imagine this as being your shoulder and this being your arm. All right, this is the swing arm mount, and this is the swing arm. See if you can get a good view of it. Swing arm mount. All right, so that's the swing arm mount. That's the swing arm. All right, you got an airbag back here. Well, swing arm mount, swing arm, both not cracked, been broken, secured to the vehicle. Airbag, not cracked, been broken, secured to the vehicle, no audible air leaks. We got our shock absorber right here, not cracked, been broken, secured to the vehicle, not leaking. Another spring brake, 2 air lines, that's how we know. It's got a push rod slack adjuster, not cracked, been broken, secured to the vehicle, no audible air leaks. The push rod slack adjuster is not cracked, been broken, secured to the vehicle. The air lines going to the spring brake is not cracked, been broken, secured to the vehicle, no audible air leaks. And then we got the brake drum, the brake pad inside. Brake pad on the shoe is not cracked, been broken, secured to the vehicle, but has to have at least a 1/4 inch of pad. Gone through the tires and wheels with you before. Okay, moving on. Right there is the same as right here. ABS light. It's the second light to the end of your side of your trailer on the driver's side. All right, we're going to the rear of our trailer. We're going to mention the lights back here, along with the lights back here. They're down here and up there. All right, our lights are not cracked, been broken, secured to the vehicle, proper color, proper working order. Our mesh and the straps are not cut, ripped, or torn, and they're secured to the vehicle. Our bars are not cracked, been broken, secured to the vehicle. DOT tape has to be 100% in the back. We got our trailer registration. It's not cracked, been broken, secured to the vehicle. We got our license plate. Our license plate is in rough condition, but it's supposed to be not cracked, been broken, secured to the vehicle with the proper tag. This is called our DOT bumper. DOT bumper has to have 100% DOT tape on it. Our DOT bumper is not cracked, been broken, secured to the vehicle. We got our mud flaps. Those are not cracked, been broken, secured to the vehicle. Moving on the passenger side of our trailer. All right, it's the same thing as the other side, except this is the wall of our trailer. It does not move. The other side is the door, the gate of our trailer. This is the wall. It does not move. All right, we're gonna come all the way up here. Can mention the exhaust in our tractor here, the exhaust muffler, along with the exhaust pipe. And the exhaust pipe goes here to all the way up there. All right, so the muffler and the pipe are not cracked, been broken, secured to the vehicle. No black soot. If there's black soot, that would mean there is a leak. No black soot in the muffler or the pipe. Now down here underneath, we have a red and black terminal. That's for jumping our truck. The reason they're underneath the truck is our batteries are inside the truck. So you pop open the seat here, there's our batteries. If we tried jumping the truck from inside here, it could cause a fire. So for safety reasons,